Hello class 5, welcome to your science online class. Today we are at the second part of the video and we were doing the chapter living things, and we have learned that in our surroundings living things and non-living things are there, and living things can be divided into two parts, plants and animals, and non-living things can be divided into two different parts, that is natural and man-made. So today we know that plants and animals are two different types of living beings in our environment, but still some characteristics are there which are very common for all. So today we are going to start with the characteristics of living things. First, today we will discuss the very first 2 points of the characteristics. First point is living things move on their own. Now see, we are also living things, animals are also living things. So they move from one place to the other in search of food, shelter, and to escape from enemy. Animals move from one place to the other. Why? Because animals, they need, suppose they are in the life class we have discussed that migration, when animals, they are unable to stay in that place due to the scarcity of food, due to the condition of the weather, they used to change their place. Moreover, when the animals are aware about their existence of the enemy, they used to escape from that place, because we have to protect ourselves from our enemy, isn't it? So animals move from one place to the other for inside. Now suppose the shelter is in one place. Now food the animal need, it is far away from his shelter, so he need to move. So all animals, we also used to move. Though plants move, but we cannot see, because if you keep a plant, when you will grow up, you will do experiments on tree. If you keep a plant aside in a shed, you will slowly see that the plant is moving towards sunlight. So that means that plants also move, though the movement is very slow, which is not at all visible through our ordinary eyes. Animals move in search of food and shelter and to escape from their enemies. Now animals must protect themselves from enemies. Plants do not need to move around for food because they make their own food. The process of photosynthesis, I think, with the help of green pigment called chlorophyll, they used to prepare their food, and thus they don't need to move. But actually plants also move. Experimentally it is proved, and you will see, if you keep a plant aside window, slowly it will move towards the window to get the sunlight, because without sunlight the process of photosynthesis is impossible. Non-living things normally do not move on their own. Now the next point, living things need air, water, and food. See, it is obvious, we need water to drink, otherwise without water animals will die, human being will die. We need air to breathe in and out, isn't it? Because we are breathing in oxygen and breathing out carbon dioxide. That day, when the day of online class, I have explained inhalation and exhalation. Inhalation of oxygen and exhaling of carbon dioxide. So these all are air which we are getting through our surrounding. And food also, without food we cannot live. Living things need air, water, and food to live. If they do not get this, they will die. Non-living things do not need this. We obviously know that non-living things don't need any type of such food. Most plants have a green substance called chlorophyll in their leaves. It helps them to make their own food using sunlight, carbon dioxide from the air, and water from the soil through the process called photosynthesis. Animals do not have chlorophyll. Now see, why in this chapter, each and after every point, non-living things, what do they do? What is the characteristics about this of non-living things, that is also being explained, because at the end of this chapter you are going to see there's a difference between living and non-living. See, non-living things do not need air to breathe, they don't need food to eat, they don't even need water to live, isn't it? But without air, water and food, we are going to die, isn't it? So, and non-living things also do not move. So first point what we have discussed, living things do move on their own, but non-living things unless and until sorry, excuse me, non-living things, unless and until you take it and you move it from one place to the other, it is not going to move it by own. And the same for here, they don't need air, water and food to eat or to survive, because they don't have the requirement of surviving. They are not with life, isn't it? They are non-living things. So this is all about 2 points. Next, in next video, next class, we are going to start with the next point, that is living things are made up of cell. Thank you so much.